These Hoosiers think they know ball, but you'll show.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Williams is out there with Portis, and it's Boomer, then it's Reddish, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. And for the Pacers, they've got Tyrese Halliburton, Siakam is out there with Walker, then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Vukcevic in at the center. And guys, this is a game we've had circled on our calendars.
Two of the hottest teams in the league. They've been playing terrific of late. I'm looking forward to this one, partner.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Halliburton outside. Reeves finds Halliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Clock is at 3. Walker's shot is off. Reddish with the ball, defended by Reeves. Reddish the pass to Boone. Rejected by Walker. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. And the call will go against Boomer. That's his first foul. Siakam outside. Here's Vukcevic. Defended by Bridges. And finished off by Halliburton.
We're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Here's Reeves, and that one hits back iron. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Halliburton sets the pick for Reeves. Back to Halliburton. Good on the shot. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
And just under 2. Good! Another from 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer, in the last game against Philadelphia, played some huge minutes. He ended up with 43 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match, but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Pacers making a switch here. Christie's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Doncic is checked in for Bobby Portis. Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. That shot wide open.
Yeah, the court awareness that Luka plays with, knows exactly when and where to deliver the pass.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. On the wing, Walker, defended by Bridges. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here is Boomer, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Vukcevic. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect...
Making some changes. Vukcevic is checked in, and it's Austin Reeves in for Andrew Nembhard. The Lakers also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Vanderbilt comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Boomer in for James. Achua is out there with Christie. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Vukcevic in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here is Boomer. He's got 7. Good on the triple. Boomer's got 10 points.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Halliburton for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Halliburton. Here's Boone. Williams trying to break free. Boomer, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Halliburton, and Halliburton slams it in.
And it's just one of those nights with Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
To the right side. There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Boomer gets the bucket.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pacers have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Reeves outside. Back to Halliburton. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Now, here's Halliburton. 16 points for him. There's a screen by Achua. This one for 3. And it's Halliburton missing. Lakers leading by 5. Driving inside. And that one is good. 20 points for Boomer.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Lakers ahead as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You look at Los Angeles, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
The defense should get a top. They've been getting splashed on all game, and I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And as great as they've been, the show still has a second act. It can all change in a flash.
Can you say splash on TV?
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Bridges. Reddish out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Williams. And it's Boone in at the point guard. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Reeves with it. He has yet to score. Here's Halliburton. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, you love to see guys willing to exploit the mid-range. If that's what the defender concedes, go ahead and take it.
Here's Boone. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Reeves outside. Halliburton for 3. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in his catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Reddish kicks to Portis. Here's Boone, and that one drops. Boomer's got 26.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Pass to Vukcevic. Here's Halliburton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
2 things you love here. How confident Halliburton is offensively. The second is not afraid to take punishment while he's shooting the basketball.
Halliburton hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
To the middle. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Outside, Walker. For 3. Halliburton, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Bridges shot, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Christie, he's just... Team's changing it up here.
Tee up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
Now, here's Johnson. He's covered by Boone. Pass to Siakam. The Lakers with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Johnson surveying the floor. To the paint. Here's Achua. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Yeah, Achua has a knack for understanding when to opportunistically look to score and draw these fouls.
Both good from the line that time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here is Boomer. He's got 26. Lets it go with a 3. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Keep working the game, possession by possession. Keep doing everything hard. Down there, let's get some stops.
Wow, imploring his guys to lock in, Greg, defensively.
The defensive intensity is going to be critical. The offense will come, but you need the defense to
to bring effort.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Christie is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Johnson, and it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. That's the Pacers 5. And good that time. 28 points for Boomer.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Halliburton on the wing. And Halliburton slams it in.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Lakers leading by 16. Boomer the pass to Wilson. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. No good at the rim. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Goes up on the wing. The Pacers pull it in. Pass to Christie. The 3 from Johnson. Rebound by Boone.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, Luka Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action, and right now he is cooking the defense.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeouts. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Vukcevic is checked in. Pascal Siakam comes in for Christie. Walker's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's Austin Reeves in for Johnson.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
Lakers leading by 14. Here's Boone. Takes it inside.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Siakam, the bounce pass. Halliburton finds Siakam. Here's Vukcevic. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Not 3 off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Portis. Lakers working the ball around now. Boomer, no good. Pacers trail by 16. Right side to Walker. Back to Halliburton. Here's Vukcevic. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
This is just an extremely gifted passer. Halliburton's vision is elite.
Lakers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Walker in the corner. Siakam outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Siakam's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, you can see he is not shy from range, and Pascal Siakam continues to work on his consistency.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, They have played so well this season, I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Boomer.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shots good by Walker.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
Here is Boomer. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yep, it counts.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Pass to Vukcevic. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Boone. And he uses the glass on the layup. Boomer's got 40 points. 9 seconds left in the fourth. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Way to bring home that W. Easy work tonight. They got nothing for you.
You're on beat. Let's go.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Oklahoma City, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
You know, for the Lakers, they've been systematically taking down their opponents, piling up wins just like everyone thought they would.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. We've got Kobe White. He's out there with Trae Young. Goga Bitadze is out there with Patrick Williams. And for the Lakers, they've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Cam Reddish. Mikal Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Boomer in at the point. Well, this last stretch of the season could be the final NBA games for some of the aging stars in the league. Grant, when did you know it was time?
Well, you know, B.A., I made it 19 years in the league, and at 40 years old, I was kind of happy to be done. But I hope that all the guys retiring this year have the same closure I had.
Here we go. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now Young. Pass to Bitadze. Outside Young.
Hey, who's watching them?
It's rebounded by Los Angeles. What an impressive regular season they've been having, getting to 60 wins.
When you talk about magic numbers for a team, 60 wins means you're having an historic year. In fact, we've had stretches longer than 5 years without any team winning 60. So it's really hard to do.
And so here is Chicago, following the score by the Lakers. And stolen by Williams. Bridges with it, now guarded by White. With the 10-footer, and the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Outside White. First quarter, just over a minute played. Williams against Reddish. Pass to Bitadze. Shot clock at 2. Here's Young. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, that one from mid-range. Young's got a quick release.
Williams against Reddish. Boomer passes to Portis. Here's Bridges. And there's another one for the Lakers.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Oh, nice shot by Boomer.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Here's Chicago now. 6-point game. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
That shot, the three, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He contributed 40 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Williams' shot is good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. There's the drive. Oh, nice shot by Boomer. Boomer's got 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Young. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Pass to White. Down low. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Bridges. Chicago making their last shot. Pass to Williams. Jacks up a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. White looking it over. Here's Batase, defended by Portis. And here is Williams. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Williams. Chicago making a switch here. Timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Here's Boomer, guarded by Young. Out to the wing. Pass to Marshall. Here's Boomer. On the take. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Give him 8 points now.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
The Bulls trail by 11. And for Chicago, let's take a look. We've got Trae Young. Dosunmu is out there with Jackson. Then it's Goga Batase, and it's Turner in at the 2 guard. Now here's Young. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Here's Doncic. The Luka 3. Money.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second-chance opportunities.
Pass to Turner. Back to Young. Got a piece of it, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And some changes here for the Lakers. Reddish is checked in for Vanderbilt, and it's Bridges in for Marshall. Williams is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Turner. Here's Boomer. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Drops in the layup for 2. Boomer's got 10.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so here is Chicago following the score by Los Angeles. Batase with a screen. 5 on the clock. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next 3.
Oh, nice shot by Boomer.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And Young has got the ball here for the Bulls. Down by 15. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Here's Boomer. Takes it inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Bulls trail by 15. 44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. To the wing, right side. Here's Young. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Portis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. .29 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Young. He's got 9.
Julio, watch him.
Williams on the wing. Reddish covering. Pass to Batase. Here's White. Cashes in the first attempt of the game.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Boomer. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. So we conclude the first half. Lakers ahead. They lead by 13. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. Okay, guys, Daryl the Great asks, who has the better chance of winning right now, Shaq in a three-point contest or Kenny in a dunk contest?
Oh, no, Ernie, that's tough because Shaq was a stopper. You know what I mean? Every time he was in a game, the coach yelled, "Stop it, Shaq, stop it." Ho-ho!
That was a good one, Kenny, but he asked about right now. Right now, there's no way you could do a normal dunk. And I'll let you know a little secret. I've been working on my 3-ball.
Thank you, Daryl the Great. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Lakers lead by 13. Bobby Portis out there with Cam Reddish. Then it's Williams. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Boomer in at the 1. That's the Laker 5.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. We all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Now here's Reddish. No points yet. Pass to Bridges. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Young. He's got 9. Pass to White. Here's the pick. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The officials were right on top of that
one. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. It's also good, so he hits both free throws. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Defended by Portis. Back to Young. Will it go? Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
Here's Boomer, and there's the drive. Good. Boomer's got 21 points in the game.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Young looking for an opening. The rebound by Bridges.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside White. Here's the 3. The shot no good.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Here's Boomer. Chicago with a rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Young. Back to Williams. Pass to Bataze. White with it. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. White's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Portis outside. Outside Reddish. Beyond the arc. And that's collected by Trae Young. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's an 18-point game. Outside White. Takes a 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it."
For Chicago, Bataze's checked in for Wagner. White comes in for Jackson, and it's Young in for Dosunmu. Pass to Young. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. On the court for Chicago, they've got Goga Bitadze, Trae Young out there with Coby White. Then it's Williams. Oh, nice shot by Boomer. Boomer's got 9 points here in the second half.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
White, the pass to Bitadze. Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
Pass to Reddish. Portis outside. Here's Boomer from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Bitadze. White against Bridges. Fires from 14. That shot, no good. Los Angeles leading by 23. Boomer passes to Portis. Here's Boomer. And the three-pointer goes. Boomer's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Pass to Bitadze. The Lakers with a rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Boomer. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Williams.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency and determination. No surprise to see them hit 61 total wins.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Boomer.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Here's Boomer, guarded by Young. Boomer passes to Reddish. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from downtown. Boomer's got 31.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Outside White. Defended by Portis. 3 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. The 3 is up. White can't hit. Here's Boomer, guarded by Young. Here's Boomer. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Great win tonight, MP. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Fans live for games like this one.
We welcome you to Noche and a Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Detroit Pistons. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You take a look at the Pistons. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all.
And I think for the Pistons, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Marcus Sasser. Jalen Duren is out there with Brown. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Portis. Boomer out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Williams. And it's Connect in at the 3 slot. And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Pistons shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. And Brown drops them both. Here is Boomer. To the wing on the left. Here's Connect. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Pistons. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've fulfilled expectations and then some. Riding high down the back 9 now, looking invincible.
Here's Bridges, and it's good from the elbow.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Now, here's Cunningham. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Over Boone. Cunningham's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Cunningham after the basket by the Lakers. Floats one. It's rebounded by Portis. Here is Boomer. He's covered by Brown. Bridges kicks to Boone. Shoots over Brown. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's 6 points for Boomer.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Here's Cunningham. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Cunningham following the 3 from Boone. The kick out to Brown. Pistons passing it around. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Good. Boomer's got 11 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And here's Cunningham. Brown outside. Pass to Sasser. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Now, here's Cunningham. Brown kicks to Thompson. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 15-6 run. As a junior college product, Colton Knecht, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Turner's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Portis. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Knecht. And Doncic is subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Joseph after the made shot from Boone. Here's Brown, and it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Here's Boone. Joseph with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Oh!
Oh, man. And, Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 13. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we will. Substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Bridges, he's checked in for Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duren, he's checked in for Reynolds. Brown comes in for Murray. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Hachimura. We've got Boomer. Portis is out there with Williams. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Knecht in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against Chicago was sensational. He scored 31 points and made the most of his opportunities from both the floor and the line. All told, a supremely dominant performance from him. One I'm sure he expects to repeat again soon. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
Yeah, this team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
3 on the clock. Here's Thompson. Not enough on that one as it misses. Lakers leading by 14. Here's Boone. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. Shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Boomer's got 20.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Cunningham looking it over. Over Boone. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Cunningham.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Doncic is checked in for Connect. Howland, he's checked in for Detroit. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Thompson with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Duren with a screen on Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. Your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Lakers.
Seems like they can't miss, just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Pistons trail by 12. On the floor for Detroit. Duren out there with Brown. Then it's Ausar Thompson. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Sasser in at the 2. Here's Cunningham. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Cunningham's got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Bridges has got his third basket of the night right there.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Brown the pass to Thompson. Three-pointer on the way. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Cunningham passes to Brown and finished off by Brown.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Boom. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Williams with the block. Here is Boomer, covered by Cunningham. 2 minutes into the second half of play now, and the shot goes down. And that's now 24 points for Boomer.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 17-point game, and the 3-ball is good. Cunningham's got 13.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Williams, a screen on Thompson. Connect. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 8 points for him.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Hollins checked in. Here's Duren. He's got 8. Duren with a screen on Bridges. Elbow shot. Holland no good. Los Angeles leading by 17. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
A minute 20 left in the third. Pass to Duren. Cunningham on the wing. 5 to shoot. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Lakers with some changes. Turner's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Connect. And it's Marshall in for Mikal Bridges. Then for the Pistons, Keegan Murray's checked in for Duren. Hachimura comes in for Cade Cunningham. And it's Joseph in for Marcus Sasser. Down low, here's Brown. Rebound the Lakers.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Here's Boone. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. 28 points for Boomer.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Pass to Holland. On the wing, Murray. Pistons passing it around. Here's Joseph. It's hauled in by Boomer. Out to the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. Boomer's got 10 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Changes for the Lakers. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Vanderbilt.
Right.
And it's Boomer in for Connect. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duren, he's checked in for Reynolds. Brown comes in for Keegan Murray. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Hachimura. Pass to Thompson. To the inside. Turner with the steal. We've got Miles Turner. James is out there with Boomer. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Marshall in at the power forward. That's the Laker 5.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Buries it from three-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Boone. Drills it from outside. Boomer's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
They get the rebound. Brown. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Boomer, no good. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're down by 27. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. On the wing, Brown. Pass to Holland. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Pistons.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Boomer.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Brown outside. Thompson in the corner. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Misses the layup. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And he comes up with the deuce. Boomer's got 40 points.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Way to bring the effort tonight. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. They weren't even trying to win, so you better not lose. Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
you say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great to hear Skylar Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest. Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And one thing he's gotten better at as the years have gone on is scoring the ball, shouldering a bigger load of the offense and being willing to accept the responsibility of a go-to option for this team.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Mitchell out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Smith. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Christopher in at small forward. And for the Lakers, they've got Williams. Bobby Portis out there with Connect. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Boomer in at point guard. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Smith outside. Back to Fox. Mitchell, the pass to Christopher. Portis against Smith. Pass to Fox. Shot clock at 5. Over Bridges. And it's Fox missing. It's Bridges on the wing. He's covered by Fox. And the basket by Bridges.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Smith outside. Pass to Christopher. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And it's Mitchell. The miss. And you look at the Kings, Brent. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
Here's Fox. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago, fires in the triple.
The growth of De'Aaron Fox's game from long distance is really instrumental in him turning into a star.
Here's Boomer. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Boomer. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Sabonis outside. Pass to Smith. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Lakers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And he lays it up and in. Boomer's got his second basket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Christopher. Back to Fox. And Fox powers it home.
How about Fox just getting to the rim right there? Great to see him explode at times.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He contributed 40 points, and they just couldn't stop him. Every time he let it go, you expected it to go in. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Outstanding. Thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Now here's Fox. 5 points in the game. Pass to Sabonis. Inside. And it's Fox missing.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Smith with the rebound. Kings trail by 6. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the night now. The first one falls. Burks, he's checked in for Sacramento. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Doncic outside. There's a screen by Marshall. The three. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Smith outside. To the paint. Count that one.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. Sabonis outside. Pass to Burks. Picked by Smith. And the shot's good.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Boomer. Let's go with a three. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Woo. Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again. As you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
B.A., you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Connect. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Boomer in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Smith. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shoots over Portis. No good off the back of the rim.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Oh, got that one up quick. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down three, you can add it to the list.
Smith finds Fox. Outside Burks. Pass to Smith. Puts up a three. Again, the miss by the Kings. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Boomer. Shot on the wing. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Boomer's got 4 points in the quarter. Fox outside. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he makes it. Fox has got 7 points in the game.
Fox pretty good when he decides to use his speed. He's going to get the defense on their heels.
Well, Dalton Knecht had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Kings trail by 19. Pass to Burks. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Los Angeles has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Here's Bridges. Rebound by the Kings. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Now here's Fox. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
Well, he's passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Here's Portis. Pass to Knecht. 5 to shoot. His first shot coming late, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Portis has gotten his first basket of the night.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist.
It's
Did he get it off in
It
time?
counts at the buzzer.
That's a feel good.
Wow. Whoa. The heave to beat the buzzer. Woo.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. Well, guys, any thoughts on where these teams are heading?
A few will rise, a few will fall, and some, like my own career, remain strong and controlled and dominant.
Do you see yourself in every stat? It seems like we can't even revolve anything without you in it.
Yeah, glad you understand the gravity of the situation, Jet. I'm pulling you in. You're not getting away. Deploying energy beams. Zoom, zoom.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Lakers.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Los Angeles leading by 16. On the court for Sacramento. We've got Jabari Smith. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Christopher in at the 3 spot.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
The 3 ball. Rebound, the Lakers. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Boomer. 17 points in the game. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Portis.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Fox. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Mikal Bridges.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. No good on the free throw. The confidence that Fox has shown in his shot has skyrocketed the last few years, Brent.
Yeah, the combination, BA, sometimes of you working on your 3 to gain confidence, but the coaching staff also telling you, go ahead and shoot that shot. I think those things have played out for De'Aaron Fox. Look, he can be streaky, but the fact that he's willing to take it is elevating his play.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Pass to Sabonis. Mitchell with the ball. Sacramento again missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Smith against Portis. Bridges passes to Williams. And Mitchell over to help. Portis for 3. Christopher with a rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
To the inside. Smith passes to Fox. Oh, great D that time from Portis.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Here's Boomer. Check by Mitchell. Here's Connect. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Christopher on the wing. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Pass to Smith. Outside Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And such a strong part of what Sabonis brings to the game. Quality passing.
The Lakers lead by 22. Here's Boomer. Here he goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Boomer's got 9 points here in the second half.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Christopher. Smith outside. 3-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game, and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Oh, nice shot by Mitchell.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Boomer. Check by Mitchell. Williams, a screen on Fox. For 3, Bridges knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Mitchell finds Sabonis. For three, Smith. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 8 now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. Los Angeles shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And Sacramento making a change here. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. There's a screen. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Turner. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment.
Help him, mismatch.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Call timeout. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
They've got Luka Doncic. Miles Turner out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's James, and it's Boomer in at the 1 spot. That's the Laker 5. That one's good for 2. Boomer's got 29.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Fox, that's good.
Continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox, a potent scorer, and will fill it up in a hurry.
Here's Boomer. Check by Mitchell. Oh, nice shot by Boomer. Boomer's got 31 points.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. .149 left in the fourth. Fox against Doncic. And it's Fox missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Pass to Doncic. Here's Boomer. The 3. Smith with the rebound.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And their win total will climb a little higher once this one's official. It'll be their 63rd win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And what a huge performance it was for Boomer.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Out to the right wing. Back to Doncic. Pass to Boomer. 2 points. That one goes. Boomer's got 33.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Mitchell finds Sabonis. Fox outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and over Doncic. Fox, that's good.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business. Another day, another win, good work. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. Get ready to light it up tonight.
Up next, the 76ers taking on the Lakers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, not ready to sound the alarms, even though they've lost 5 of the last 6 games. These guys believe in themselves. A win here can get them back to what they do best. Lakers, Sixers on 2K Sports. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talented advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Embiid is out there with Baldwin. And it's McCain in at the 2. And for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Williams. Then it's Connect. Then it's Bridges. And it's Boone in at point. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure. It's on your mind, but once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Now, here's Maxey. There's the 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Driving the lane. Boom. A beautiful reverse layup. Boomer's got the first points of the night for the Lakers.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Maxey passes to Embiid over Williams. Embiid, no good. And here's the Lakers. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Going inside, a nice shot by McCain.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Philadelphia with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. And that one's good, Boston.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
Williams looking around. Connect with it. 8 points his last outing. Vanderbilt with the screen. And Connect gets it to go.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Pass to McCain. Here's Baldwin. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. Now connect. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's Maxey. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick, and their biggest concern, of course, is figuring out a way to guard Joel Embiid. Coach said Embiid presents all types of issues. He can post you up, knock down the three. We'll have to send multiple bodies at Embiid to keep him in check. We'll see how they try to defend him. It won't be straight up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And Embiid drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Right wing. Here is Boomer. He's covered by Maxey. Bridges, no one around him. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
When he's on, the three-pointer can be a real weapon for Bridges.
Pass to Baldwin. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Maxey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
These guys are looking forward to this year now, putting last season behind them.
Here's McCain. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Pass to Bridges. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Offensive rebound. Williams, that's good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now, here's Maxey. Still yet to score. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles. Vucevic checked in for Philadelphia. Boom! And that one is stuffed right through.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
The 76ers trail by 14. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Turner's checked in for Williams. Bobby Portis comes in for Van. With some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Mikal Bridges comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. Here's Williams. Pass to Portis. Here's Boone. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Williams is out there with Portis. And it's Boomer. Then it's Bridges. And it's Connect in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Kings was tremendous. He scored 33 points, and it looked like he couldn't miss from both the floor and the foul line. Just another of what has been a string of terrific games from him. He's been really rolling. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The 76ers trail by 10.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Maxey. Trains it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Bridges. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Portis. Here is Boomer. The three. Hits the three-point bomb. Boomer's got 7 now in this quarter.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Maxey. Another miss by Maxey.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Boomer, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3 ball. Maxey's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the 76ers. Pass to Bridges. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bridges has got 8.
The defense makes Bridges work for it, but he is more than up for the task.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey looking it over. It's good. 8 points for him.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here is Boomer. 33 points last game. Over in the corner, Portis. For 3, Bridges hands it from downtown. And the Lakers lead by 10. That'll do it for the first half. Lakers lead by 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
I always like to play other good teams. To be the best, you have to beat the best. We'll see if they accept the challenge.
Iron sharpens iron, right, Shaq?
Yes.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Dalton Knecht.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. They've got Embiid, Baldwin out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Boston in at the 3. Boomer gets the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And yes, it's good.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's Boone. Tries to the hoop. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's McCain. It's hauled in by Boomer. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Vanderbilt kicks to Boone. Over Maxey. Boomer gets the bucket. Boomer's got 20.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Embiid. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass. And it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Connect with it. Fires from deep. Maxey grabs the miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Down by 15. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Alton Connect picks one up.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Pass to Boomer. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. Boomer's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Boone. Good work there as it goes. Boomer's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Boston. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Philadelphia, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And the Lakers making a change here. Portis is checked in. Here's Boone driving in, and he slams it one-handed.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Pass to McCain. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Misses the 3.
And he's been way off
the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
The 76ers trail by 19. Embiid the screen. Williams with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Boone. Goes back up. And he banks in the layup. Boomer's got 29 in the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
He hasn't even made 1 point at this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get home. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Over to the left wing. Embiid against Williams. Pass to McCain. Clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. Good as the jump shot falls. Here is Boomer. He has 31. And there's the drive.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Bridges with the steal. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
With some changes. Marshall, he's checked in for Connect. And it's Boomer in for James. Doncic out there with Boomer. And there's Miles Turner. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Right side, Portis. Here's Boone. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. And his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
Here's McCain. Guarded by Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Marshall. Here is Boomer. He's covered by Maxey. Boomer, no good. The 76ers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. That one drops for him.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Right side, Portis. Here's Boone. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Maxey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He takes it in. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Embiid with a screen on Doncic. A nice shot by McCain.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
Yeah, and once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Boomer.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Pass to Baldwin. Here's McCain. Guarded by Boone. 4 on the clock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Boomer's got 41.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. So long and good night, everyone.
Way to bring the effort tonight. Good job, MP. I see.